Hey everyone, this is Debbie Hodge with GetItScrapped.com, and I'm here to show you several ideas for making scrapbook pages that are inspired by a decor style. You can find inspiration from so many places, from fashion, from book covers, from other people's pages, from giftables, posters, on and on and on. We have tons of ideas at the Get It Scrapped blog. Here's just one of them where we took inspiration from a home decor style, the mid-century modern style. Mid-century modern styling has made a big comeback lately. Over at Houzz.com they said, just as the name implies, mid-century modern spanned a period of roughly 2.5 decades in the middle of the 20th century from the mid-1940s to 1970. Its uncomplicated, fresh aesthetic arose from a desire to propel post-war America into the modern era and recast design through a bold new lens. So, are you guys ready to get some mid-century modern influence on your own scrapbook pages? Some aspects of mid-century modern include clean and simple lines, natural hues, wood details, graphic patterns, and the bridging of the indoor and the outdoor. And you'll discover more as I tell you what the scrappers at Get It Scrapped creative team tell you about which aspects of mid-century modern they chose to use on their scrapbook pages. And I want you to notice on each of those, the design approach they take works to support their story. Suzanne Brower says, whether or not we go on to college, we all remember our high school years. On this layout, I paired my high school senior photo with just a few of the things I remember about those times. Design-wise, here's what Suzanne did with the mid-century modern style. She says, I embraced the graphic modern nature of this style, picking up on its use of iconic shapes like the bursts on the tag, as well as patterns like the TV test pattern. For color, I mixed muted shades with contrasting black and a touch of bright colors. While my high school days are long past and perhaps muted by time, my happy memories of them remain bright. Here's another example of a page inspired by mid-century modern, and this one's from Katie Scott. Katie says, I took these photos of my son when he was 6 years old and it was easy to make him laugh. Mid-century modern style is optimistic, happy, and full of ideas, just like my son when he was 6 years old. I used the geometric starburst design because it made me think of creative and happy brain. I placed the starbursts as though they were bubbling up from his head. Here's a page with another look that also uses shape. This is by Carrie Eric, and she said, the page is about how much I enjoy being an ant. Carrie used strong, simple lines and geometric patterns paired with complex lines and soft, organic feeling patterns and embellishments. She says the textures of the pairing have a soft contrast. The trick for achieving the mid-century modern look overall was contrasting scale. The clean lines, smooth texture, and geometric patterns dominate the composition, while the softer, textured, and complex elements of the page play a supporting role. Let's take a look at a page by Christy Strickler. She said, I snapped several photos of my cats napping on windowsills and scrapbooked them here. She says, my layout composition was inspired by the geometric designs I noted in mid-century modern art. The canvas has a wood grain print inspired by nature. I chose bold geometric patterns with a bright pop of color. I chose to keep the embellishments minimal to replicate the simple feel of mid-century modern styling. Here's a birthday page by Deah Hunt. She says, we had a rough summer and decided we had a reason to appreciate as well as celebrate my husband's birthday, and that's scrapbooked on this page. I combined the ideas of clean lines, graphic patterns, and bridging the outdoors with the indoors in this layout. The design of the page is simple with straight edges. I used graphic pattern papers in colors inspired by both wallpaper and artwork. The wood grain background paper and burlap give the page texture as well as an outdoor feeling. The embellishments are neutral, but continue the theme in both outdoor feeling and their graphic nature. Finally, we've got a digital page from Deborah Wagner, and she says, these photos are from a photo shoot with some friends' daughters. I love the warm and earthy colors, especially the natural woods, paired with a few strokes of rich, saturated color that's predominant in the style of mid-century modern. The sensuous curves and whimsical motifs also inspired me and provided a strong graphic punch to my page. So that's it for several pages that show you how you can take a home decor style, in this case mid-century modern, and use it to inspire your visual storytelling on scrapbook pages. We have lots more articles over on the Get It Scrap blog that show you how to take inspiration from the world around you. I'll put the link to this blog post in the comments below this video, but come on over to GetItScrapped.com and check out the blog yourself.